Welcome back to Bullet Catcher Gaming. It's Lee, aka Girthy Sausage 76, doing another weapons test and review. This time we're going to be doing a shoot off between the M4 and the 416. I've talked about the 416 in previous videos, so I'm not going to go over that. So we'll talk a little bit about the M4. The M4 being probably one of the most popular assault rifles out there. The M4 is a short and light variant of the M16A2 assault rifle. It's air cooled and gas operated. It's ideal for CQBs. It's quite tight and compact. It's got a telescopic stock for ease of use in tight or confined spaces, and you can also fit a shorter barrel, so even with a suppressor fitted it doesn't look ridiculously long. So it was designed sort of between 84 and 93, but first went into production in 1991, so I can only assume that sort of between going into production in 91 and its development up to 93, I would imagine that they were still developing even though it had been issued. Okay, so the weapon is used by many nations, from the military, law enforcement and through to private security agencies. The M4, like the 416, fires 5.56 the standard NATO round. It's mag fed with a max capacity of 30 rounds and can fire between 700 and 950 rounds a minute. So I suppose that depends on how quick you can change your mag and get the rounds off. It's got a varied setup. I've set mine up similar to the 416. You know, you can have grenade launchers, you can have foregrips, laser designators, flashlights, and even lasers. Yeah, you can also have sights as well, different sort of sights, ACOG, etc. So I think I've got, for both weapons, I've got a laser designator fitted, a grenade launcher, and the ACOG sight. So they're similar in setup. So we'll see how they fare against each other. So what I'll do is I'll do what I normally do. I'll do a single shot followed by full auto, with and without the suppressor, and I'll do that at 50 meters, and then I'll do the same. I'll do 10 rounds well aimed at that distance, and then we'll move back to 100 meters and see what the weapon's like against each other at 100 meters as well. So I've got the M4 up at the moment, suppressor off, so we'll switch to single shot. So we'll go off to the left here. One round, and then see how we do with full auto. Come off the trigger there because there's no point in sending rounds into the roof of the barn. Just change the mag. About the same mag time change. Just stick the suppressor on. Single shot. One round. Full auto. Change mag now. Right, so let's change over weapons and let's see how these two fare against each other on a single shot and then full auto. Suppressor is off. Single shot. One round. Whoopsie, my mistake. There's a distinct sound between the two as well. The M4 seems to fire a little bit more quicker, so let's change the mag, put on the suppressor, one round, full auto, let's change the mag. Right, let's put the drone up and see how they, well, as you can see, the M4 on full auto sprays off to the right as it elevates the muzzle, raising up as it goes up, goes off to the right and then back off to the left. With and without suppressor, the spread's pretty much the same. And again with a 416, single shot and then full auto, kind of slightly off to the right as the recoil brings the weapon up. It goes slightly off to the right and up, and then the rounds begin to spread even further. But 50 meters, you're going to hit the target there. Right, okay, so let's go back to the M4, take off the suppressor, Okay, so let's do 10 rounds aimed. Change mag, fit the suppressor and do the same. Okay, so 416. Take the suppressor off. Single shot. Fit that suppressor. Keep the mag in, there's no point changing it. Let's have a look with the drone, see how we get on. Well, as you can see, the grouping is pretty much the same for both weapons. Pretty bang on. So centre mass, 10 well aimed rounds, you're going to down anyone at 50 metres, not a problem at all. And they are, with or without the suppressor, they're not different at all. Right, let's have a look at 100 metres then. So let's see how we fare. It's around about here. Let's check with the drone anyway. Just over 100 metres. We'll stay there. There's no point in moving. Right, to the M4. Take off the suppressor. Well, one thing I've just noticed is my research says that the mag capacity is 30 rounds, but on this it seems to be 50 on the extended mag, so you learn something new every day. Okay, right, so it's going to be a bit difficult. Right, let's go here, shall we? It's going to that'll make it easier. Right, so a single shot, full auto, breathe in, down. Let's put the suppressor on, change mag. This goes slightly to the left a little bit more. Okay, so we've got suppressor on, one shot. Oh, that is so close, so close. Right, let's change the mag there. Take the suppressor off. Change to the 416. Okay, right. So suppressor off. Yeah, see the extended mag on this is only 30 rounds. That's one round, full auto. Just put the suppressor on. Use the mag. Right, let's have a look at that then. See how we fared. The M4 from 100 metres, with and without a suppressor, the grouping for both is very tight. So you get that one round off, and then full auto, and then obviously you get a few rounds hit, centre mass, and then you get, as the recoil brings the muzzle up, you're going off to the right and then off to the left, back up as the rounds start to spread. And it's the same with the 416. Although the M4, the grouping, is slightly tighter than it is on the 416 at 100 metres. Right, so let's go back to the M4. We've got suppressor off, Let's do 10 rounds. Well aimed. Let's put the suppressor on. Slightly to the left. Okay, let's change back to the 416. Take the suppressor off. Change the mag. Just make sure we don't run out of rounds. I don't think we will do, but you never know. Right, okay. So. Let's fit the suppressor. Slightly off to the left. Let's have a look at that, see how we get on. Well, as you can see there, 10 rounds with, 10 rounds without, both for the 416 and the M4. Grouping is still bang on at 100 metres. You take your time, well aimed shots. In the real world, you're not going to pull the trigger. You pull that trigger, you're going to jolt the weapon off to the right or to the left, depending on whether you're left-handed or right-handed, and you're going to be sending rounds off. So you're squeezing the trigger, let that round go, and then release the trigger before you let off that next round, and you'll get a tight grouping. It's pretty much, I think, the same for the game, really. You fire off rounds too quickly, you're not going to get a very good grouping. But there you are. That is the 416 and the M4 up against each other. The M4, as much as I like the 416, the M4, although it's an older weapon, it's got, for me, a better rate of fire. It sounds better, it looks better. But if I had to use either one, I wouldn't say no. But there we are. Accuracy at 50 metres and 100 metres. A single shot followed by full auto with and without suppressor, and then the same again at 100 metres. Also with 10 rounds well aimed into a grouping, and they are very, very similar weapons. There's no doubt about it from those two distances. It's very, very difficult to differentiate between the two. They've got the same setup on here for me. M203, extended mags, shortened barrels, and ACOG sights. And to me, they're not that dissimilar at all. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe. Recommend us to your friends. If you want to see any weapons tested, drop us a comment in the comment section below, and we will do our best to get one up for you. Any suggestions on any tests you would like to see done, I am more than happy to. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate your support. Take care.